Hello everyone and welcome back to Capacity TV here on the sunny networking terrace at Datacloud Global Congress 2026. I'm Amber Jackson and I'm delighted to be joined by British billionaire industrialist, CEO, chairman and founder of Langley Holdings, Mr. Anthony Langley. Mr. Langley, it's great to have you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Morning.
I'll just dive right in. Obviously, we've had a lot of conversations over the last couple of days about how the grid simply can't keep up with AI demand. So, in your mind, what's the realistic solution for data center operators right now?
Well, it's behind the meter, no question about that. You know, the grid can't keep up. Alternatives like nuclear are probably a decade away, and traditional sort of turbines are, they're sold out for 5 years and more. So behind the meter with recip engines is increasingly the go-to solution to get reasonable time to power. So we first came here a year ago. Since then we've done about, I think, 30 or 40 of these shows. We signed the first behind the meter deal right here for 300 megawatts. And in the last 12 months, we papered 3 gigawatts. It's really quite explosive, the demand for power.
Absolutely. It's just on another scale at the moment, isn't it? You've obviously been in industrial engineering for the better part of 5 decades now.
Yeah.
Have you seen an energy challenge quite like this one?
No. I've never seen anything quite like this. .com was similar, but I think, obvious comparables are made to .com, but I don't see this as being anything like .com. I think this is more like an industrial revolution.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think, everyone compares it to .com, but no, really interesting insight. Thank you. Obviously, Langley Holdings can take a data center from zero to live power in months, as you said. Why aren't more operators going grid-free in your mind?
Well, US is where all the demand is. Europe doesn't really have the power constraints at the moment. But there again, AI hasn't really reached Europe. This is all coming from the US. All of the 3 gigawatts that we signed in the last 12 months, they're all US. They're all US deals, and the infrastructure in the US is just not able to keep up, basically. Now, could be that in time the grid catches up, but I don't see that in the next decade.
And obviously there's been a lot of talk, especially over the last couple of days here in Cannes, about nuclear and batteries. Do you think they are the genuine answer, or is the industry kind of barking up the wrong tree?
I think nuclear is part of the answer, but I don't think it's anywhere. It's not in less than a decade.
Sure. Why do you think that is?
Just from where that nuclear is at the moment. You've got to think every country has got a regulator. Those guys are not known for moving quickly. And even though in the US that's been speeded up, it's been speeded up to a few years rather than a lot of years. And quite rightly so. This nuclear has to be regulated. So it's not going to happen anytime soon, in my view.
Okay, interesting. And 1 year on, how was your power solution received in the 12 months since Datacloud?
Well, I say we papered 3 gig of power since, and I would say we've probably got at least as much as that coming from what we know about right now.
Fantastic. So things are going well.
Things are going very well. The demand is, this is a gold rush, and power is the power that's the picks and shovels of this gold rush. Everybody needs picks and shovels. Nothing happens in this AI revolution without power. And that at the moment is the biggest single issue.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Langley, thank you so much for your time and joining me in the sunshine.